Hey, what's up? It's Patrick. It's Rose via Fire, and I want to talk about when a thunder woke me up out of sleep. So, this is like a spiritual, like this is like a spiritual story time. Let me just put it like that. This is definitely a spiritual story time for sure. But when the thunder woke me up out of sleep, like this happened a while back, but I just wanted to share this in a message. Is because like when God like does these thunders and like these things, that stuff's scary, bro. Cause I was asleep and the thunder woke me up out of sleep. Like this is what happened, right? I'm sleeping and actually there was two thunders. Now that I think about it, there was two thunders on different days. I was only gonna tell y'all about one thunder that woke me up out of sleep. But I just remember there was another thunder that woke me up out of sleep. So those are two. So let me just tell y'all about two of them. Y'all getting double the content, bro. I was about to just tell you about one thunder. Now I gotta tell you about two thunders. What the hell? But now I gotta increase. Let me tell you about both thunders, and I'm gonna say a message at the end of what I basically thought about it. But yeah, the first thunder straight woke me up out of sleep. Like it felt like the thunder ripped my heart out of my chest. That thunder was strong, so strong, right? I felt like my heart was hurting a little bit, like almost ripped my heart out of my chest. I'm like, what type of thunder is this? Like, what type of thunder? Like what's God doing in heaven to whereas He bringing these strong thunders like this? You know what I'm saying? That one was strong as hell, bro. And then I moved to another state, and then there was another thunder. Now this one right here this one defied all the laws of gravity, everything. This thunder right here, I could have sworn it moved my bed. Like it woke me up out of sleep and moved my bed. I think it moved the floor a little bit. I'm like, what the hell? How does a thunder move your bed, bro? How does a thunder move the ground a little bit? How does that even make sense? But when you are dealing with like the things of God, and like when you are dealing with like thunder, because God controls thunder. And when I tell you that thunder was extremely scary, like I had to be like, yo, what's going on? So I had to get me like those things that you put around your ear, like those headphones or whatever, to just nerf the sound, like, cause that was so loud, like it was so loud. It moved my bed, woke me up out of sleep, moved the ground. The ground was shaking a little bit. I'm like, bro, these thunders is strong, bro. And that just reminds me of like that reminds me of all types of things. It could remind me of like God's voice. You know what I'm saying? I could just imagine like God telling people like on Judgment Day, like, depart from me, I never knew you, and there's like a thunder sound. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't really debate and go back and forth. Like that's what I'm trying to say basically. Like there is no going back and forth and debating. Like, cause what if God is like, depart from me, I never knew you on Judgment Day, and there's a thunder striking. Don't you know how terrifying that is? You ain't about to. How you gonna debate with somebody whose voice is controlling thunder, bro? Like, are you serious? You can't. Like, it's over with. That's why it's very important that we get our life right with God, because God controls thunder. God controls all these natural disasters. All these people talking about some Mother Nature and all this nonsense, man. These people would never learn. These people think it's like a prank or something. Like, God controls all these things. There's no Mother Nature, none of that. Like, God be controlling all this stuff, bruh. You know what I'm saying? And Tiaria also spoke about this. Like God controls all this stuff. Like, there ain't no Mother Nature, none of that. Like, these people talking about some Mother Nature. Ain't no Mother Nature, bruh. It's God. And People forgot about the anger of God. People forgot about the wrath of God and this and that. Like, you know what I'm saying? But man, I just pray that people stop playing with God, man. Like, I feel like we as a people, we just be playing with God, and like, we don't, like, look at how people living today. People don't even fear God for real. So if people don't fear God and they think it's a joke, you got, yeah, there was this one girl, and she was talking about, oh, the hurricane is making my hair look better because my hair is flying all over the place. I'm like, what the hell these people talking about, man? You know what I'm saying? This is like the anger and the wrath of God. Like, do you see how confused we as a people is? Like, it's like the people are just confused. The people playing with God. The people think it's a joke. The people making memes and stuff. Oh, it's a meme. It's a joke. Hell no, ain't no joke, man. This is God controlling this stuff. So, let's say God sends a hurricane somewhere to a certain place. And God is sending the hurricane to a certain place. And then you got girls talking about, oh, it's making my hair fly in the wind. It's making my hair beautiful. And all this stuff that's not serious, bro. You got people making meme videos, flying and stuff. Like, not knowing this. Do they know they playing with the anger of God? They playing with the wrath of God? Like, do people be knowing, like, it's dangerous to do that. It's dangerous to play with God. You know what I'm saying? It's dangerous to play with God. Because the reason God could be sending that hurricane is because there's so many evil and satanic people in that state or in that environment. You know what I'm saying? There were, in the times of Noah, you got all these evil people. You got all these wicked people. So if God's sending a hurricane or something to your state, and there's all these evil people, God is trying to get rid of them. You see what I'm saying? And people making jokes about this. It doesn't mix, bruh. It's a dangerous thing to do. It doesn't really mix. That's why I don't try to be making jokes about stuff like that. But, I just wanted to share my experience about these thunders, because this was just an experience that I could use to teach. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't trying to make all these extra jokes about it, because I could be like a goofy person. I could be like a funny person if I want to. But when it comes to God, man, I try to tone it down. I ain't trying to be telling all these jokes, man, because a lot of things about God is just straight serious. So, you know what I'm saying? I'll find some. If I'm trying to find something to joke about, it got to be something that's not regarding to God, bro, because God is somebody you do not be playing with like that. So that's why I just told you about the thunder, scared the hell out of me, and I just keep it pushing, And I'm already knowing it's God controlling the thunders, and I'm already knowing this thunder's scary. So that's why I had to give me like those headphones, like those sound headphones or whatever, to just turn down the sound, because certain places the thunder be loud, bro. I'm talking about the thunder be loud as hell, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ever experience, like, you in a certain place and the thunder loud as hell? Like, bro, I might as well need to protect my ears, and just protect my ears, protect my ears, chill, you know what I'm saying? Maybe watch a movie, just chill, stay close to God, stay walking with God, I'm already praying, I'm already cool. My life is already straight with God, so, I just be chilling, really. But if I feel as though God is about to bring down some crazy stuff for real, like that will wipe out the map, then I would have to just really pray to God and be like, hey, God, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta let this pass, God. You gotta let this go. Like, you gotta let this go. I know we be sinning out here. I know we ain't living right out here, but you gotta you gotta let this pass, bro. Cause we about to get killed, bro. We about to get wiped out. You about to take us out. So I be having to talk to God. I be having to plead with God and beg God. Like, that's just my relationship and my connection with God, though. And a lot of people, man, when things like that happen, They just be making memes and pranks and stuff. That stuff is dangerous stuff to do. That's a dangerous game to play. You feel me? But that's just my experience on like this thunder that woke me up out of sleep. I didn't even know like thunder could be moving the ground and all that type of stuff. But that was the first time I ever seen thunder move my bed, bro. Move the ground. I know I wasn't tripping because I felt something move, bro. Like the thunder was so loud, woke me up out of sleep, moved my bed, like moved the floor a little bit. I'm like, how is sound from thunder moving the ground? Maybe I'm not too deep into like figuring stuff out, but I'm already knowing if God controls something, and when God controls something, things happen that don't even be making sense by the laws of physics and gravity and none of that. When God is doing something, bruh, gravity just exit the chat, bruh. Gravity be logging out the conversation. When God ready to do some stuff, gravity leaves the conversation. Physics leaves the conversation. When God is getting ready to do some stuff, man, physics be like, hey, bro, I gotta log out. I gotta go. Gravity be like, bro, I got to go. Because when God getting ready to do some stuff, that stuff be defying all the laws of physics, bruh. I ain't know thunder could move a bed until thunder moved my bed and moved the floor. I ain't even know that was a possibility, but God shows you all types of wonders every single day. So that's why we as a people should not be playing with God, bruh. We should not be playing with God at all. And I encourage you people out there, man, like, don't be playing with God, bruh. Don't be playing with God, bruh. That's the last person you wants to play with. Everybody who play with God, bruh, what happened to them? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if it was the story of the Titanic or whatever, but somebody has said even God himself cannot sink this ship or whatever. Hey, bro, when you hear stuff like that, you stay away from those type of people. Stay away from that shit, bro. I'm trying to tell you. If you about to get on a plane and you hear somebody be like, hey, man, this plane is so engineered so well, God himself cannot take it down. If I hear that, I'm stepping on the plane. Hey, bro, I got to cancel, bro. I'm gone, bro. I ain't even going on that plane, bro. You tripping. You ain't about to speak that over the plane. What are you speaking over the plane, bro? I feel bad for the plane now. And all those innocent people that could lose their life because you trying to say some stupid stuff. And this is this, don't you see that the people, when God do things, people be making jokes and memes. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's a dangerous game that the society be doing. Society be naming these hurricanes. Why are you naming God's anger? Why are you naming God's wrath? Why are you naming God's wrath? Why are you putting names to God's wrath and God's anger? And you trying to anger God even more. They be naming these hurricanes all type of soft ass names, bruh. Bruh, God don't even approve of this, bruh. Why are you coming up with these soft ass names for God's anger? And y'all be making God even more mad, bruh. And now we gotta... Now you're trying to get us in trouble for doing some stupid stuff like that, bruh. Bruh, people crazy, bruh. People will try to get you in trouble with God, bro. Bro, the systems of this world, the government try to get you in trouble with God. Angering God even more, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Putting innocent people's lives in danger. Because y'all naming God's wrath some stupid names, bruh. See what I'm saying? But that's basically my experience, bro. That's basically all I wanted to say, man. Peace.